Hello everyone, welcome. It is I, MovieManCHAD, with some movie memories of the film The Nightmare Before Christmas. So yesterday I got a call from some friends that were coming into town, and they invited me. They were going to take themselves and their children and their children's children and their families and their extended families, and they were going to go down to the El Capitan in Hollywood to see the film, not in 2D, but in 4D, which includes the 3D. Now, I had seen the film, of course, when it came out in 1993, and I'll share some of those memories, but I'd never seen it in 4D. I've seen it in 3D, I've seen it 2D. There was a sing-along there at one time, which was so much fun. Seen this movie so many times, not only in the theaters when it came out, of course, but when it was re-released on VHS, on DVD. I have the Blu-ray now, which I'd like to share with you, and I actually bought that today. I got the Blu-ray today in honor of actually getting a chance to talk about it on camera and to see it again in the theater. So we went down to the El Capitan in Hollywood. Below there was, in the basement, there was some figurines and some models and pictures from the film. And so that was kind of nice to see that. You could walk around and get your picture and taken in front of the screen that showed the movie. Kind of like some real seats and then a fake background of the characters in the film watching the film with you. But I just love being in the El Capitan. It's a beautiful theater. It's the movie experience, but so much more. Before the movie starts, you get an organist that plays. I think he played the Phantom of the Opera tonight. He was playing some Disney songs, and he was playing some music from The Nightmare Before Christmas. So all of this is happening, and you can buy overpriced food, of course, there, and get some souvenirs, and then there's also some cool pictures upstairs from all the premieres that have happened in the past. And it's just a beautiful theater in an interesting part of the city. And I was very excited to see this movie again and talk about it and share some of my memories. And of course, some of the people that went with us were small children, and they had never really seen the movie in that way before. Now, yes, as I said before, it's presented in 3D, and it's also presented in 4D. Now, the 3D, I don't know why. I know it's because, the money. They need to get the money out of people, so they present it in 3D. But this movie doesn't really need to be in 3D. Of course, it doesn't need to be in 4D either. It can stand on its own. And so I really have nothing to say about the 3D because there wasn't really anything that was 3D. Maybe the trailers that were before the film that were presented, they were... Well, I don't think we even saw those in 3D, so that wasn't really true. Anyway, so there's really nothing to talk about when it comes to the 3D. It was really pointless because the movie just stands on its own. It's beautiful. It's elegant. It pokes out at you, and it doesn't really need to ever be presented in that way. Now, the 4D, it's kind of cool when the Christmas stuff happens. It's happening all around you with the lights, and then there's some other things that enhances the colors of the film. And then some of the stuff is kind of distracting. There's a moment, of course, when the movie's snowing, and then you get all this bubble snow that comes around you, and these machines kind of went coming around you, and I'm like, turn those down a little bit. I want to actually watch this movie, this nice moment where, everything is worked out in the end, and Jack and Sally are together, and then so that was kind of annoying. So I would have to say the 4D experience was not so necessary as well. I could have just rather seen the film presented in great digital quality. I would have loved to even seen it. I've seen it at the El Capitan on film. I would rather just seen it that way because the movie just stands on its own. It doesn't need all those fancy stuff that I think is just really pointless. I would just rather the movie presented on its own. Now, I originally saw the film in 1993. My friend Steve and I went and saw. We were huge fans, still big fans of Tim Burton. And we went and saw it. I remember we were, I believe, 16 at the time. School had started. Our senior year of high school had just started, I believe. No, junior year of high school had just started. So we went and saw the film and just really excited. And I had, grown up with some stop-motion animated films. Of course, the movies, the Christmas movies of the past. But this was something just completely different. It was, it had the great music of Danny Elfman, which I love, of course, Oingo Boingo, and the music that he worked with Tim Burton. And I just love Tim Burton. And the great combination with these wonderful, beautiful characters, the wonderful music and lyrics and songs that, as I was watching the film tonight, it was very quiet. I didn't want to disrupt with anybody, but I did enjoy mouthing the songs as it was happening, even some of the dialogue. Because I have seen the sing-along at the El Capitan too, and that was probably one of the funnest moments of seeing the film, because everybody else is sing along, that I even got there were some audience members that even got mad at me for singing at a sing-along. I just don't get that. But, you know, it was great to, you know, be a part of the screening tonight and be able to mouth the songs. But I didn't want to distract anybody because there were people around me. This wasn't a sing-along tonight. But I have been to one of those, and those are fun. But just the first time seeing the film and how it just blew my mind. I remember watching the movie and my mouth being open like this. The whole entire time I was like this, going, wow, this is such an incredible, beautiful experience. So emotional. These are great characters. And I'm so happy the movie is still recognized today. To the fact where it's not Touchstone that's presenting this movie anymore. It is now officially Disney. Like, at first, they seemed like Disney didn't really... They just wanted, like, this is one of our movies, but we don't really acknowledge it yet. But now it's become so popular over the years and so widely recognized and so beloved by so many fans. And now Disney has put their stamp of approval. And, of course, every year at Disneyland and maybe other parks, the Haunted Mansion is, of course, turned into the Nightmare Haunted Mansion experience, which I always love to go to as well. But I'm really grateful for my friends Ricky and Wendy Patton for inviting me to this experience to see this film once again. It's just a wonderful, beautiful story with great characters. Yes, it's simple storytelling, but it's just probably the greatest movie to combine Halloween and Christmas. I don't know if you can... There's a lot of movies out there that are that good that combine these two holidays that are so beloved like a movie. This is a movie that you could watch at Halloween time. It is Halloween time. Happy Halloween, everybody. You can watch it at Halloween time, and then you can actually still enjoy it at Christmas as well. It's just... There's so many great, dark, twisted, surreal moments in the film. There's characters that... I remember seeing the film for the first time, and I know this is the Jack Skellington story, but then we get to know Shock, Lock, and Barrel, and Oogie Boogie, and Santa Claus, and Sally, and the mayor, and everybody that's part of this film. It's just... There's just so many great voice characters. You know, some are not living anymore, so it's just great to hear their voice again. And as I said before, before the screening tonight, I was like, if I'm going to talk about this on camera for the first time, this how much I love this film, I might as well at least own the Blu-ray. So I did buy the Blu-ray tonight. Nothing too special when it comes to the Blu-ray. It is a Disney Blu-ray after all, so I wish there was some more cool design when it came to the Blu-ray. But still, it's great. And I think this also comes with the DVD, but the DVD is not so special as well. But what's really cool about this Blu-ray, and I do have the DVD, I don't know if the DVD includes this, but we have the short film Vincent, which Tim Burton's his stop-motion animated film, narrated by Vincent Price, which I have gone to a screening of this film where they showed Vincent, and then they showed Frankenweenie, which is also on this Blu-ray. Of course, Frankenweenie was turned into a film in stop-motion animated film, really good stop-motion animated film in 2012. So there's a lot to offer fans who may not have this on Blu-ray yet, and I have a fondness for this movie, so many great memories, and so much appreciation for these films, and I really love stop-motion movies even more because of this movie. And Henry Selick, of course, has gone on to make other films like Coraline and James and the Giant Peach. So this is just one of my favorite movies of all time, and I'm really happy that I had a chance to see it once again in the theater. Of course, it never really needs to be presented in anything than 2D. 2D is perfect for this film. In the comment box below, let me know your feelings of The Nightmare Before Christmas. Please share your experiences if you dressed up. I've never actually dressed up there. There might have been a few people tonight that were dressed up, but just a great movie to see in a wonderful theater. And let me know about your experiences of going to the El Capitan in Hollywood. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. It's been a great opportunity to share my love of one of the best animated films ever made. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye. Happy Halloween. Hope you be safe and have lots of candy.